Hey guys, Kiki here. Today I'm turning all this into my all-in-one planner. Okay, so I have a couple of planners here. I've got a vertical layout, I have a monthly layout, and then I've got a Happy Notes journal, a Happy Notes dot grid, and a Happy Notes dotted line. I'm starting off with the monthly, and I'm pulling out a bunch of the extra months just to give myself some space on the discs. Now, if you watched my Transformer planner video the other day, you'll know that I used all of these planners except for this monthly one in that as well. So I am making the most of my purchases, ripping them apart, putting them together in all different ways to create planner piece for myself. Don't be afraid to try this. If you've purchased multiple planners and notebooks, definitely go ahead, make them your own, make it work for you. You don't have to use it exactly the way it comes set up. So I'm just going to start off putting some dotted line paper in the back for note taking, flip it to the front. Now you can see I've already started using that monthly. What I'm going to do next is pull out the first few pages, the year at a glance pages from my 2020 vertical. These pages weren't part of my monthly planner and I just feel like would be really helpful. So I've popped those in there. And now I've decided I want to try the dashboard layout for my daily planner. So I'm going to go ahead and put in just a few months of that just to give it a try, see how it is. I didn't want to go ahead and buy an entire planner in the dashboard layout until I knew if I was actually going to use it or not. So fingers crossed it works out. We'll see how we go and I'll keep you posted. I also have the vertical extension pack. I'm going to pull out just a little bit from there and put it in the front. And this is going to be the spot where I put our permanent schedules. So what do the kids do every day, every week? What do I do on a daily basis? Cleaning, housewise, that sort of thing. So I'm just going to pop that in the front and that'll just be for set schedules, things that don't change or that don't change very often. This divider came out of one of my Happy Notes and I'm going to put that in here to signify that this is the start point of the home management section of my binder. Now there were some pages in the Happy Notes journal that I just think will fit better in this section, so I'm going to pull them out and add them in here just as a bit of a prompt to get me started. I will set up this whole section at a later date. I'm still trying to think about exactly what I want to include, but it's going in there for now. And I'm going to grab another one of the dividers out of that Happy Notes and put it in for the start of my recipe and meal planning section. And I will just put some dotted paper in there to get me started. because I don't need this page on the back of my permanent schedule section, I'm just going to use some glue tape and put this bit of note paper on the back of that just to cover it up, and that gives me a little note section at the back of my permanent schedules as well, and just tidies the whole thing up a little bit. Just realized I need to add in a divider here. So this back section with the monthly layout is what I use for YouTube planning. I'm also planning on starting a new blog next year. For those of you who followed for a while, you might remember that I used to run a homeschooling blog. I miss blogging, so I'm going to start something new next year. So I'm using this section for planning all that as well. So here is the final flip through, title page, year at a glance, the future log pages. I'll probably cover this up later just with some pretty paper of some kind because I don't need notes there. Then I have my section for permanent schedules, monthly and weekly, what they might look like, and some notes on that. Then the next divider signifies the start of my daily planners. So we've got the monthlies, and then the dashboard layout, and I've got 3 months, I think, of that in there. I'll probably go ahead later and put in some like plastic laminate dividers in between the sections just to make it easier to navigate, but for now this is fine. So here's the start of the home management section. This is mainly placeholder at the moment till I get that all set up the way I want it. Then recipe and meal planning section. I don't keep my budget in here. I have that in a completely separate notebook. It's actually in the back of my commonplace book because isn't that where everyone keeps it? And then I have the social media, YouTube, blogging stuff all tucked away here in the back. And that uses the monthly layout, which I just find really helpful for this sort of thing. So I use the monthly for the editorial, then I have a month at a glance, and then I do all of my to-do lists, and I don't do them by day, I sort of do them by category, and then some note paper in the end to brain dump all my ideas, and some spare daily pages in the back. Right, I hope you found that helpful. I'd love to know what you're using next year, so let me know in the comments below. What planners are you using? What kind of setups do you enjoy? Have you tried the dashboard? Do you like it? I'll let you know what I think later. Bye for now, guys.